Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get your skate every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
We're talking with our friend Jonathan from the Damn Good Beer Bus. He'd brought in a check. They did a nice little event for the KVJ 48 to raise even more money for the Bahamas. Pretty good. What was it, like $1,800? Something like that?
Just shy of $1,800.
Mm-hmm.
They got everything donated, and they did a raffle. So we love Jonathan from the Damn Good Beer Bus. He's awesome.
Yeah, they do really good brewery tours. In fact, he told me about it. I saw him at Dixie Bar and Grill, and he was in there putting it all together. And they went to Due South and Matthews Brewery and Civil Society and Steam Horse. And so all those places kind of like donated a beer to the cause. And, you know, what a fun little thing. It's kind of neat when you, get to drink and raise some money.
It's the best. You're with people that, care about the same things you care about. You're raising money. A party with a purpose is my favorite kind of party.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin,
What's the matter?
Sorry, I'm drinking a beer you recommended. And, boy, it's kind of strong.
Well, you just said you wanted a strong beer. You said, give me something that's the powerful one, and that is that's a.
Whoa.
If you're not going for anything else, that is Funky Buddha does
Coquito.
that. Coquito, yeah. It's one of their. It's it's a special. It's not something they have all the time, and so
11.4%.
I will say it's a thick beer. I wasn't expecting it to be so thick.
Yeah, it's. What is?
It's got I'll tell you
they
what.
have a couple. Let me see the bottle real quick. Let's see if it says.
It's got a nice coconut. Is it coconut?
Yeah, that's
finish?
what it is. Yeah, it's Coquito. It's like a cream ale. Is what they do. Barrel aged. And they have a series of 4 different ones that are kind of like this. It's their mixology series. So they'll mix, beer and kind of like make it like it was a mixed drink kind of thing.
I like. I don't know if Fat Kevin was ever into the Almond Joys in the Mound.
I did, yes.
I never liked him as a kid. Mm-hmm. As an adult, man, I will fuck up. I can fuck up a whole bag of Almond Joys.
I didn't like him because I felt like my mom was trying to trick me and give me less candy because they were in those pieces, and I felt like there was less candy bar in there, and so it would make me angry.
That one nut that's in there. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I know. I was the same way when I was younger. I didn't care for them, but I like them now. So they're pretty solid stuff. Got a ton of emails. Thank you very much. People that sent in here. Got one on weird things that people do. This came in here. It says, please do not mention any names. We will not. It says, I'm very self-conscious about this, but I'm dying to know if anyone else does this. You know how sometimes gentlemen get the occasional itch down on the sack area? Which is usually satisfied by a subtle adjustment on your pants.
Dick itch.
If in public or if at home. No, it's a legit thing. Yeah, it's just your scrotum itches. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, if you got a scrot, it just happens.
Yeah, and the weird thing, he said, you reach in for a quick pinch. Yeah, oddly enough, you don't scratch it. You, pinch it. So you go and kind of, pinch your scrotum, and that's kind of like inching. That's how you itch a scrotum if you don't have one and would like to know.
Yeah, scrotums are built to last.
You're not the only one that gets itchy privates.
There's
a such thing as a clemage.
Please
Clemage,
don't.
do you pinch it, though, or do you scratch it?
You can do both.
Oh, okay, yeah, because, typically if you got a scrot, you're just a quick little pinch, and then you're good. Said, well, I take a very rough towel, a Terry painter's towel, and I tug at my actual nutsack to satisfy my itch. I don't know how I got to this point, so don't even ask. I've done this since I've been 14 years old. I'm now 28. Huh. I don't even know. What is a Terry painter's towel? I don't even know what that is.
Terry cloth, painter's towel.
Don't even know.
It's probably just a
I
little
know
bit.
a guy named Terry that paints, but I don't know.
He was bragging about being in your house recently,
Oh,
too.
yeah. Amazing Terry's painting my house.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, he's bragging, huh?
You don't have to tell
Well, I
me.
mean, you're the Kevin Ralston. Not
Okay.
everyone gets to paint the Kevin Ralston's house. Shit.
He's cut me an amazing deal, so he can fucking tell the world.
Yeah. I don't think it's a secret.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, too.
The Amazing Terry put up my curtains.
He did, yeah. He's very handy, this guy.
I tried to put up curtains. That did not go well.
Yeah, I'm not.
I would pay to see that video.
It was not a good round for the bird.
Yeah, I'm not handy at all. So yeah, we turned it over to the Amazing Terry, and he's winning me over.
Are you good at sawing shit? Like sawing, like measuring? If you had to measure something and saw it up and fix it into like a fucking neat little box, could you do that?
No, I don't know.
You have to have the machine. You have to have the table saw.
Yeah, I don't do it enough, so I can't say. It's one of those things where I never have a need to do it often. I have done it before, and if you go to Home Depot, they have that where you yourself can just walk in and like whatever you need. And so I did that a couple years ago for something. I can't remember what it was for now. So yeah, if I do and focus on it, be like, okay, try to remember. You ever have a skill set where you're like, okay, try to remember how to do this
All the time.
Yeah, measuring and cutting wood is that for me.
Riding a bike.
Yeah, we all have different things. Yeah, where I'm from, cutting wood happens a lot. They cut a lot of wood there, and they use axes. They use table saws. They're just people are always cutting wood.
What is that? This is a heavy beer.
You
It
like
is,
that
yeah.
coquito?
I do like the after. It's got a nice after finish.
Yeah,
It's cocktail inspired, so
Yeah.
It does. It tastes like a cocktail. It is kind of making my stomach burn a little bit, but I don't know, whatever.
get loose.
Yeah, I'll get loose.
how's it making your brain feel? That's all that matters.
Yeah, it's doing me real nice.
Yeah, they do some good stuff there at Funky Buddha.
Yeah, get loose, because that cute girl from the Food Network is dropping off some cake at the end of this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So why do I have to get loose for that?
I don't know. I just like you loose when chicks are around.
You've got issues, man. She does have issues.
Okay.
I like you loose.
I'm more sure.
How do I have issues? Because I like you loose.
I've never been so sure of something, Kevin, after this weekend in Orlando.
Yes. Well, don't get as loose as what's going on with Christina here in New York City. She got an unsolicited D pic on public transportation.
Oh.
She said, I was listening to the bit on the unsolicited D pic, and I wanted to share my experience with it.
She got an airdropped D?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's-
Take the bus every day from where I live in Queens. One day on my way home from work, as I was getting on the bus, I was airdropped a photo of a man in bed grabbing himself. She's just 24, just trying to make it happen in the city.
Just
Trying to get through it.
Yeah. It was clearly unwanted, really creepy to think that this psycho was somewhere near me and on the bus.
Watching your reaction.
Yeah.
Oh, he loves it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So when I looked at my photo, I said, ew, really loudly and laughed at it, hoping to embarrass him a little bit, but was clearly a lawless man. I was really afraid. I have since changed my airdrop settings, but I'm sure other people may have had an airdropped D pic experience before too. Yeah, I hear that happens on planes a good bit. So you got to set it to whatever it is, private or something like that. So only like people that you've approved of can send you an airdrop photo.
I like the airdrop bizarre pictures to people when you're in a crowd.
Yeah, Angie in the chat room
Not
says...
D, not D.
Well, she goes, who leaves their airdrop on? I always have it on.
I do too.
I didn't know you were supposed to turn it off.
Yeah, until you get an unwanted dick pic, and then you're like, all right, I think I'm going to change this. So I think that's where that happens. But anyway. Chris B. and Boca.
Are you cheersing the microphone?
Yeah, he is.
I'm getting loose. You wanted loose, I'm getting loose.
I love it.
Chris B. said here, I was listening to your segment, Kev, about you dining in Boca and how somebody yelled out for your waiter to come over while they were taking your order. I've never laughed so hard. It was unbelievable. It was the first time it's ever happened. I was like going, and I'll take it. Somebody like, hey, we need help here. And I was like, okay. And she was like, oh, excuse me a second. And she went over and took their order. And I was like, okay. And then, you know what? And then she went running around because she's afraid of them. And she came back to us about 15 minutes later.
Well, she was scared because they yelled.
Yeah.
And
so,
I don't blame her. Like, ugh, you want to just help the person that's yelling.
Yeah, because I was just putting an initial drink order. You know, when you sit down, you're like, okay, if I have a drink, I'm fine. But you're like going, okay.
That's the worst.
Yeah,
15
and
minutes
then-
in it, and you don't have
And
your
we
drink
just sat there
yet.
with nothing from like going, hey, thanks, by the way. That's nice. Did you get what you needed?
Right.
Yeah.
It was that important.
Did you get it? Yeah, okay. You good?
Depending on the mood.
And they showed up after we did.
Oh.
So we were already there, and they came in, sat down, and she's like, "Yes, can I help you?" She's like, "Yes, we need help here." And I was like,
God.
if I
"Is
didn't
this
get,
really happening? I can't even believe this."
if I had a night where I didn't sleep I had bad sleep, I might say something like rude.
It was pretty unreal. It was pretty unreal. I was just like,
I probably would have said
I
something.
probably would have too.
I've never
probably
seen it.
would've.
I've never seen it. Yeah. And I was
Yeah,
like
because
going,
if it was that blatant and that rude like that, and you're making the waitress all freaked out, I probably do say something.
Well, people probably haven't said enough to this guy, and that's the problem.
there's a woman. Older woman.
Well,
Yeah.
whatever.
They
Whoever,
haven't said enough to her.
she hasn't been called out enough, and she hasn't been embarrassed enough, and I'm here to do that.
Said, I remember when I first moved here to Boca, I used to think if you just treat people kindly that they will respond in kind, being born and raised in Colorado. Hell to the no with the Bocaites, especially since I came out about 5 years ago. I've learned to channel my inner drag queen. I can throw shade with the best of them.
Good.
The Boca bitches aren't used to a gay diva.
Good.
Standing up to them, LOL. Boca joke, what's the difference between a Boca bitch and a drag queen? The drag queen has style. Hang in there, like you said. Boca is like a rose bush, beautiful and full of thorns with a lot of manure. My addition, hey, hey. Yes, and people are saying, Sean's like, yeah, there's rude people everywhere, not just Boca. That's true, and I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it does make a mental note to me that some of the rudest things that have happened to me, I'm just like, you're startled, and then you're like, wait, what's going on? As you process it, like, oh, I'm in Boca. Like, these kind of things is I do rank the most rude things that have ever happened to me. And recently, I got honked at 3 times in one parking lot by 3 different cars, and I was walking on the edge. I wasn't walking down the middle.
You were a pedestrian trying to stay out of the way of cars, and they're just honking.
That was in Boca. The guy with the truck farts, massive diesel truck with the boat horn that went, honk. That was going in town center mall. And then the one where I'm trying to order, those are all 3 Bocas. So, and I do spend a lot of time in Boca, true. But that's all of South Florida. I spent a lot of time in all of the South Florida towns.
You do. You're out of line.
My top 3 rudest moments have all happened in Boca. Is that a coincidence?
I like the story of truck farts.
Yes. And I just am always stunned. I'm spending more and more time in Boca. And so I'm just like, wow, I'm just always amazed. You're just like, you think there's a new level of rude. So yes, you're right, Sean. There are rude people everywhere. That is true. That can't happen. But there seems to be an air of exception.
Boca wins.
Yes, they do win, hands down. Yeah. So you can fight me on that.
No one's going to fight you in this room.
Yes.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
I do love the fact that they have so many variety of restaurants, though.
Oh, like I said, it is a beautiful. I love Boca. It really is a cool town. The restaurants there are amazing. The Louis Bossi's is one. If you haven't gone there, you got to go there. I love that.
Is there an Olive Garden in Boca? Do you know? Have you seen an Olive Garden there?
Don't know.
Okay.
My wife would not go to Olive Garden.
He bought that never-ending pasta pass.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure there is.
And
maybe.
he hasn't even used it yet.
Yeah.
The Queen wouldn't go to the Olive Garden?
No, I don't think I've ever gone to Olive Garden with her.
I wouldn't go to
Not even
Olive
for a
Garden.
drink at the bar. It's a cozy decor there. Oh, you're such a fucking
Yeah,
food
I don't know.
snob.
I just said, and
not you, Kevin. Virginia's a fucking snob.
Yeah, I don't. There's not one that jumps out at me. There might be, but yeah, I mean, we typically what I like to find is where there's a high traffic area, and I always like to try out different places that have great,
good food.
No, but I'm an ambiance type person. To me, atmosphere is everything. So I want to go to a place like if you've got a patio and there's like high traffic area, that's what attracts me. And I don't know, there's a lot of Olive Gardens that.
There is an Olive Garden there, though. The chat room's got my back.
Good, okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that for you. Yes, Powerline and Palmetto Park Road. You can go check that out. Yeah, St. Lucie West. There you go. Let me see here. Got a quick question. Just wonder if you guys can answer this. Is it rude to ask a sandwich worker to wash their hands before making your food? I was at a Subway waiting in line. The worker was finishing up a sandwich and then cashed out the people. While she was cashing out the customers, I watched her touch her face and her hair, then took the cash from those customers, gave them change, and then walked towards me as she went to put on gloves. I blurted, "Hey, can you please wash your hands before making my sandwiches?" A heavy sigh, and she rolled her eyes, but obviously washed her hands. So do you think it was rude for asking her to wash her hands? My feelings are that it's not. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to eat the sandwich, knowing what she was doing prior to making mine. Money's nasty and covered in germs. Not to mention her touching her face and her hair like WTF. Thanks in advance. You're the absolute best morning radio show. Keep the great work and F the haters. There you go. Love the KVJ.
But did you say she was going to put on gloves?
Yeah, that's what got me too. Yeah, this is Beth in Freeport, Maine.
So here's why you're taking your dirty hands and now you're grabbing the top of your gloves. So you're still getting some remnants on. I understand what she's saying. The thing is, when I worked in the service industry, people are going to always have weird requests and ask you to do stuff. If you said please, I think the sub artist has to not take it personal. It's not a personal thing. You don't want germs on your sandwich, and you're paying for a sandwich.
And money is so germy.
Yeah,
and the cash register is so germy.
If you weren't rude to that sub artist, I don't think you did anything wrong. I get how the sub artist, it's a pain in the ass for that person, but you can't. I don't think you should take things personal when you're working like that at that level. It's such a benign. You didn't say, "Will you fucking wash your hands? Your hair is gross." If you did that, then you're a jerk.
You touched your repulsive face.
But you're you're trying to get a sandwich. I don't think you're rude.
Yeah.
Do you?
I feel like, and I'm usually a germic type person, but putting the gloves on, it wouldn't have bothered me. It's an inconvenience, but look. To me anymore, I think if you've got a patron in your place, you need to do what you can to try to make them happy, aside from not taking one table's order to go over and help them immediately because they demand it. Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes. So aside from that, I believe yes, when you can try to make the patron happy.
Alejandra in the chat room nailed it. I don't think it's rude, kind of awkward. It's awkward because you're correcting somebody. I get it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see here. Another doppelganger. Seems like every single day there's another Kev somewhere. Somebody said, yeah, I was listening to the ATS. Heard you guys talking about Kevin's lookalikes. I saw a man that could be Kevin's older salt and pepper brother. I was at the Caribbean Fest this summer and forgot to send the photo of him. I'm like going, oh my gosh, Kevin's here at the Caribbean Fest. And there he is.
I mean, if you get close up to it, it doesn't look like you, but it does.
From a quick, yeah.
When you are really bigger, it looks like you for sure.
Yeah. So there you go. That's another doppelganger.
Caribbean Kev.
There's so many Kevin Ralstons out there.
There really are. Yeah. Whatever that mold is that I came from, it's the most popular standard mold.
Someone sent me a picture of Santa on keto, and they said, this is Kevin in a few years. And it kind of looked like an older Kevin.
Even Virginia, there'll be every now and then someone that's sort of similar like you, but you do not have that many doppelgangers. It's very few and far between. Kevin is in every fucking city in Palm Beach County. Mm-hmm. Now we're going outside the states.
You're right.
You're everywhere.
I am everywhere.
Sorry, I'm drinking.
You're gonna find me.
I'm getting loose.
Yeah, you are.
A great person once told me that, Kev. I'm sorry, not great person. An annoying person once told me that.
Wait, what? Thank you very much for all the recommendations for wing places to go. I'm kind of getting back into the wing kick, and I have been here and there, but doing the keto thing. It's something that if I don't get a sugary sauce on it, then I can have.
If you get doing the chicken wing blog, I'll get back doing the pizza blog again. I took a break from it, but I'd like to get back into it.
Yeah, I need to kind of get all the places that have been recommended to me. So many were thrown at me. I'll probably go back and listen to that segment, write them all down, try to check them off, and give them some kind of like wing rating on how I like them.
I think too, I'm gonna go from taking just the pictures of the pizza. I think I want to do a video.
Okay,
actually show that son of a bitch.
I like it. Yeah, Kevin G sent this in, said I've been doing the keto bit for a while now, and I've tried almost all the wing places. My top 3 favorites, Wing Diva in Palm Springs. Just found this place recently. They just opened up in September. Instantly fell in love with their wings. Great people and great wings with lots of meat. Thank you. Wings Plus in Lake Worth. Their mild medium sauce wings are delicious, but are a little on the small side. And Zaxby's. This was surprising to me, but their wings are really good and are massive, and the price is not too bad, too.
Zaxby's, I always see them, and I don't know if I've ever been there. Is it good?
I have tried Zaxby's, and it is good. They have everything. They put a Z in front of it, so instead of salad, it's Zalids.
Got ya.
I kind of like that.
Have you been to a place in Gardens, and everyone tells me about it, It's expensive, but it's supposed to be a great vegan restaurant called Christopher's Kitchen.
Oh, it's very good, but very
I
expensive.
looked at some of the prices, but I hear from everybody how delicious it is.
It is right there in PGA. It's like right in the dead center of PGA West.
And the reason why I'm obsessed with it is because when I was out in Oregon, my sister took me, Tina, my oldest one that lives out there, took me to this vegan diner that was featured on all these shows. And it was some of the best food I've had in 10 years.
Really?
It didn't taste like vegan shit. I had this big chicken sandwich with mashed potatoes and gravy, and it was all vegan, and it was so good.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm wondering if Christopher's is, does it hold up to the hype?
I did like Christopher's, but I did not like the prices.
Okay.
It's just me. I'm a little bit more stingy. I think, a lunch meal shouldn't be $20.
I agree with you, and that vegan food is expensive, even in the grocery store. When I did that vegan challenge, it's so much money.
They do have what I do appreciate, which is called an open kitchen concept. So you can literally at Christopher's watch them make everything. You can see their ingredients, and they are meticulously using the finest of ingredients. Like, you can see why it's so expensive. They use the good stuff.
Okay.
But it's pricey.
Yeah. Little help here with managing the keto diet. Heather said if you're trying to figure out the keto management, there's a friend who uses an app of mine called Carb Manager. You put in how many macros and net carbs you want to intake each day, and it does all the calculating for you. You can either manually enter food in or scan it, and it will grade it A through F depending upon how keto-friendly the product is. You can take pictures of your plate, and it calculates everything for you. It's really cool. That's kind of neat, Carb Manager. Yeah, because there are some things. Now, I do a food service, so a lot of the stuff I know for the most part of my meals are that way, and then I just know what kind of stuff. I don't take any chances with it. But it'll get tricky, especially if you're eating someplace where you're not controlling the food. Be like, can I eat that or not? I don't know. So
restaurants are not your friend right now because you can't trust them.
No, you really can't. You never can, because there's so much interpretation left up to the staff that's in there. You don't precisely being able to keep it at whatever calorie count they give you, or carb count, or sugar count. It's just not. It's not feasible in a kitchen with so many different hands doing so many different things. They can't gauge each and every dish going out and tell you exactly how many carbs and sugars, and it's just impossible.
Clearly, you've done the research on this. No, yeah, I have. Why don't you do more cooking videos?
I should. I need
You
to.
No, you need to do more cooking videos, and I think you might need somebody to help direct it.
Okay.
Yeah, because the first one you did, I needed more Virginia out of you. You were too stiff. You were too nervous. You need about two drinks, maybe 2.5, and then you're gonna be real good.
2 4 Locos?
No, you're never drinking 4 Loco ever. Not in my presence.
Yeah.
No, I will slap that out of your hand. I'll dive before you dive and tackle you before you open one of those things ever again. I still haven't tried one because I was so scared after seeing what it did to her. I'm like, I'm not trying that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever going to do that. I'll only try that on the air.
Jamie said, my husband and friends, they love the sports bar called The Circus in Pompano for their wings. So, yeah, thanks for that, because I was in Pompano not too long ago looking for – I found some really cool bars and stuff like that to hang out at. But
nice.
I was like, yeah, where do you when you're in Pompano, where do you go? So I'll put that on the list.
Talk about a town I never go to, Pompano.
Whenever you're in Pompo.
Pompo?
Am I drinking or is he drinking? Who's drinking
I love
on this
Pompo,
show?
Florida.
Pompo.
You got to go to Pop's Seafood.
Okay.
They have a little kitchen. It's a seafood market, but they have a kitchen in the back, and they do some really yummy seafood stuff.
Okay.
And then you can get everything, like your stone crabs and everything, too. Like, they have it all.
Right. Okay.
Yummy.
I'll have to put that on the list too, Virginia.
And trees wings.
And trees wings, yes. I think that's on the original list that I heard. Amanda from Port St. Lucie, she said to add to my last email, she's the one that does the acronyms of the KVJ show, and she takes tests. She has another one that she did. She takes basically an acronym, kind of like each word to remember something that she has on her test. She said, does Denny's ever fart in the morning? That is her latest acronym story.
And that is such a good one.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he does.
He doesn't seem like he'd be a morning farter.
Denny's is not a big farter.
Denny's?
Yeah.
In fact,
neither one of you are big farters.
No, we're really not.
Yeah.
Do you want them
Some
in here?
people
You
are,
want to
some
quiz
people
them?
aren't.
I kind of want to know
Denny's!
how many farts per day because he does have a little bit of the ibs.
The average is 14. The average person.
So
It's
it's
14
okay.
If you've got
daily.
a tender tummy, does it make you fart more or less?
I don't know. I think it's going to be depending on how your chemistry is.
Are you a morning farter is the question.
I'm not really a big farter at all.
We were just talking about that. Funny you mentioned that.
Yeah, no, it's weird. I duke a lot. Like that one's quite common, but it's not very ferocious in sound. It's pretty tame actually. I mean, I feel like it's very condensed. It
Of
does what
course,
it's
you're a
supposed-
peaceful pooper. Of course.
Hashtag peaceful pooper.
Even your bunghole is sweet.
If you ever do a solo album, the peaceful pooper.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you got some light music on, you can't even tell.
I got some ideas for the cover art.
Oh, me too.
It's going to be
me
a
too.
fun shoot.
I got some ideas for the back of the album.
All right.
The brown side.
Now there are items I can eat that will. So when I was big on LaCroix for a while. I loved LaCroix, but it was making me fart too much, so I stopped drinking it.
You
Oh,
told
really?
me, yes, he
Yeah.
told me
Bubbles
soda.
in, bubbles out.
I completely stopped it, and I don't fart at all anymore.
The air has to go somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. Unless you're burping nonstop,
I'm a soda drinker and no burping and no farting really.
it's got to come out your pores, then, right?
Yeah, I
Like-
think it does. I think I breathe out soda.
Maybe it comes out your ears.
But yeah, no, I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. But yeah, if I drink the LaCroix, I'll fart like crazy. It's terrible.
Really?
When
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
When you drank soda, Fat
Fascinating.
Kevin, would that make you fart?
No, I drink the LaCroix. I don't notice that it makes me fart. Maybe.
So I don't drink any carbonated beverages at all. So LaCroix was the only one I was drinking that was carbonated.
And it's, oh gosh. Honestly, if I could write a song, it'd be "Fuck LaCroix." I would love to work on that today. I hate it. I hate it so much.
It tricks you because the
It
can
does.
makes it look like it's fun.
He tried to tell me it was a soda. I'm like, oh, cool, man. I was so thirsty. I mean, I had Disney World thirst, where you haven't had a drink for 3 hours. You're walking around the park, and I drank that thinking it's gonna be like a Sprite. Oh, the first time I ever wanted to punch him.
Yeah. Well, one of the ones I tricked you with, because I'm lame, I'll drink the blank flavor, the one that has no flavor.
Oh.
It's just sparkling water. He drank that one time and
It
winced.
is so fucked.
Magnolia got one, and it's called Pamplemousse.
Yeah,
I've had that. That's
What
good.
the-
I like that.
The grapefruit.
But why do they call it Pamplemousse? Why don't they just call it grapefruit?
They're being
oh,
cute.
It's LaCroix. It's a French, I believe it's the French word for.
Sounds fancy.
grapefruit.
You know, people are drinking LaCroix. They think they're fancy. That's why they gave it the name LaCroix. They think,
pamplemousse.
oh, look at me. LaCroix.
Pamplemousse means
Pamplemousse.
grapefruit in French?
Yeah.
Actually, it's French for pretentious ass.
But you're right, though. On the show The Office, they have a whole segment about all things French are always considered classy.
I know,
If
yeah.
it's French, it's classy.
Like the French don't fart.
You know, when I'm eating French toast pizza, or no, French bread pizza,
What
it's
is-
classy.
French toast
I'm out. I'm
pizza.
dry. I
Oh,
gotta get
no.
another one. Yeah, summertime.
I bet you French toast pizza would rock, though.
French toast pizza. I
You
don't
make-
know.
it's like a
you
French
couldn't
toast
use
dough.
marinara.
Good call. You'd have to switch it
You have
up.
to use a sweet sauce.
Yeah.
You know what you could use? Like a Cinnabon icing.
Oh.
French toast pizza with a Cinnabon icing, and then like little candied nuts and raisins.
You say a lot of shit I hate. I gotta tell you, that's not one of them.
I know how to get on his good side.
Yeah, you do.
Real
How to win it
fast.
back
Yeah,
in.
you do. Just
Start
Yeah.
talking food porn.
yep.
Valerie had a movie suggestion here for you, Denny. Said, I came across a movie that should interest Denny's and maybe Jay Bird. It is called Evil Bong and even has a few sequels. I haven't watched it. I think you need to
All right.
be using a
Oh.
non-evil bong to enjoy it.
We're always looking for shitty programming to watch.
Yeah.
Evil bong.
I love it. So, what do you smoke from it and it kills you?
It's a great question.
All right.
I
Maybe
don't
it
know. Or maybe it
possesses
makes you
you.
evil.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it. I'll definitely check that out.
Check out
Yeah.
Evil Bong and let us know how it
That's
is.
something we'll watch.
Yeah.
It's in the queue for tonight.
No, tonight I got a date with Mandalorian. I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, let me know. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to jump on now or if I'm going to wait till
I thought y'all
December
were
to
gonna
do
watch
it.
it together.
Oh,
Well, we're going to do the we're talking about doing a video blog together. That's what we're talking about
You
doing
guys should
together.
FaceTime each other.
Or like a podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to go to my crib.
Afterwards.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to make sure
Yeah.
I've got all the right snacks for the Kevin Rolls. And this is the first time I'm getting them over for the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I can't lose them.
You need
Grilled
to get some
wings.
grilled wings.
Grilled wings.
Grilled wings and Tito's vodka.
Tito's vodka.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
And some LaCroix.
And LaCroix.
You got to buy LaCroix.
All right. To get the Kevin Rolls, I'll fucking get LaCroix. I'm against it, though.
Did you see the number how many people signed up for Disney Plus on day one?
No.
10 million.
Wow.
Wow. It's a good day.
They said it was well above industry projections. Come on, stop being modest, Disney. You know
No,
it.
I know. Disney.
They say most of the users, though, are on the free trial, so they're not paying yet. So
Yeah, we learned that if you have Verizon, you can get the free trial.
We
For
did?
1 year.
For a year.
When did we learn this?
Somebody called in.
On the air?
Clean your ear.
Bird, you gotta start paying attention.
Who's your cell phone carrier?
Denny's?
I think you're Sprint.
Sprint.
Denny's.
I'm Verizon.
He had to phone a friend. Like he was on Cash
Denny's
Cab.
is my cell phone provider.
I don't have my phone. I'm drinking. I'm going through something. My phone's in my Mountain Dew fridge.
Aw. How did you leave your phone?
Pure.
I would turn around
I've
and go
turned
home.
around for it.
Yeah.
Well, I thought something fell in my truck when I was driving behind my chair, and I thought it was my phone, and it wasn't my phone. So I thought I had it the whole time in the parking lot. I realized I didn't have my phone or my key to get in. And I had to get in with a stranger again.
Again?
Yes.
Oh, that's going to
tough.
turn one of these days.
That's tough.
One of these days, you're going to end up stabbed.
Oh, it was 5:58, and I'm stuck on the 4th floor, and I have to take out my laptop to text Denny's from my laptop.
To let
hey,
him in the
man,
stairs.
it's a long story.
I'm stuck on the fourth.
I'm on the 4th floor.
Yeah, he's like,
I
it's
know
a long
I know
story.
it's weird.
Are the stairs locked?
They
They
are
are.
locked.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
you
get up
can't
to this
get up.
level.
Just so you
Yeah.
know, the
Yeah.
guy I let in, who kind of, I guess, let me in from a certain point of view. Yeah, I don't know.
How's that point of view? Someone has to have a key, right? Did he have a key?
It's the drunk point of view.
No, it's no drugs
He got
here.
the door open
So
somehow.
Jaybird used the key to let him in, but then the guy held the door. And he's
Yeah,
like,
how did that work this morning? Oh, I think I banged on the door. I think he let me in.
He let you in because you were banging on the door?
Yes.
Security.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got off the 4th floor, and that's so you know, if you got off the 4th to the 3rd floor, you cannot get in the morning.
unless you
can't.
knock loudly, and then
Oh, I was
let you
banging,
right in.
I was banging so loud.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 million they had on that. Couple of notes. The Simpsons, they put every single episode on there except for one called Stark Raving Dad. And that's the one that has Michael Jackson in it. They did not put that on Disney. Yeah. And Boca Steve let me know that apparently Disney Plus also has trigger warnings on some old cartoons. So, like Dumbo, Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
Some of the old, outdated cultural depictions that could get people triggered and upset.
I knew Boca Steve would totally
Oh, that's his
email.
thing.
Oh, yeah, he loves
He's Trump supporter, very.
Well, I was watching, they got old cartoons on Pluto TV or whatever, and they have the old Cartoon Network. And on one of them, it was Popeye and Bluto. And Bluto was slapping Olive Oil like 14 times in the face before Popeye came to
We
save
couldn't
her. I was like,
believe it.
wow. I couldn't believe that cartoon was
Really?
showing
Oh my!
it.
Bluto was beating the shit out of Olive Oil. It was uncomfortable.
So it worked in
Wow.
3. So at first he was like slapping her, and the next one he was choking her, and the next one he was like trying to stab her. And I was like, wow. And Popeye's trying to get up the building to save him.
They made Bluto such a prick. I mean, I do remember Bluto being that big of a dick.
There was a Betty Boop episode where one of everything in that cartoon dances. Like something walked under her skirt and looked up and then gave like a thumbs up, and I was like, "Wow, it's a cartoon." It was so random.
We've talked about that one scene in Meatballs where Bill Murray is holding down the counselor, and then the other counselor that's in charge walks in, and then Bill Murray stands up and turns it around on her like she was trying to attack him. I mean, it's so uncomfortable
But
to
she's
watch.
like screaming to get off of
She's like,
him.
I'm uncomfortable. Stop doing this to me. And he's oh,
And then he starts
Noogie,
making fun of
oh,
her.
Noogie. He's doing his Bill Murray act, and she's
Damn.
like, please get off of me. It's so uncomfortable.
It is. It's real odd.
Thank goodness times changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Looks like we're doing
weird.
better today.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Little update here, Virginia. You're talking about Stuart Gay. Yesterday he had asked you to go steady with him and then dumped you on the playground the very next day?
Yep,
I mean,
Rosenwald Middle School.
You've been bringing this up for 15 years
Yeah.
at least.
I love it.
Well, just to let you know that Stuart Gay is now a CEO.
He is.
I'm
in
not
New Orleans.
surprised. He had money, like his family had money. I'm not surprised.
He had it all.
He had it all. He was good looking. He was from a wealthier family that
Well,
lived in a really good neighborhood.
He almost had it all. he let go his beautiful unicorn.
He made the right move.
I tried to follow that link, but I don't have a LinkedIn account. So
So
Yeah.
I think I saw him at Mardi Gras. I think there's this group called the 610 Stompers, and it's these guys, and they're kind of making fun of like dance teams that are in parades, and they do their own like outlandish thing, and they wear like the short shorts, the nut huggers, they have mustaches, they wear like, sweatbands on the forehead and the wrist.
They sound awesome.
They are awesome. And I thought he was in that group. I swore
What?
I
Nah.
saw a guy that
That doesn't
looked.
sound like his style.
It
That doesn't
doesn't
sound like
sound
a CEO style.
It's a cool thing in New Orleans.
Oh, it
though.
is?
It's,
Okay.
It's not like it's not it's a joke, but it's not
It's
like
it's a rich.
is it like Powder Puff where everybody gets into it and it's
it
cool?
is like Powder Puff, and you have to audition to get in.
All right.
I don't know, Kev. I don't know if I see a Stuart Gay doing this though. And I know
Maybe he didn't.
I know Virginia knows more about Stuart Gay.
Yeah.
I've never met him, but doesn't sound like Stewie.
Where is he a CEO? That's fascinating.
You got to get LinkedIn.
Oh no, she's gonna. I let him go.
No.
I know. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding.
Not my type at all. Thus the dumping.
There you go.
Oh man. Gosh, I got a buzz. I want to just fucking keep going. I got so many thoughts,
Yeah, as soon as Jamer's just prime ready to get ripping it up.
so many opinions.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's loose now.
Oh, I know. Now he's really ready to
Now
roll.
I'm really loose. Now it's time to make some fucking mistakes.
Beer doesn't make you fart.
No, I'm not a big farter. I'm sorry.
What do you
And I don't
queef?
get many.
Virginia just can't believe this because she is.
Yeah.
Do you queef instead?
Dick Queef.
Deef.
Deef. Oh, I love it. Deefing.
That's teamwork right there.
Yeah.
Y'all built on a joke. I love it.
All right. Hey, we're getting all ramped up. Loosen up for Friday, baby. All right. We'll talk to you then. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.